Communication with your fellow man is difficult at best. On the road, it's close to impossible unless you have the proper equipment. Now, I don't mean a CB radio. For this purpose, it's useless. I mean you have to know W.A.H.S, W.A.H.S, wave and hat shorthand. Without W.A.H.S, you might as well stay home. Now, we've noticed riding around the countryside that the wearing of a hat can open many doors for you. For example, if you drive through a small town and you're not wearing a hat, people tend to think you're just passing through and ignore you. But drive through wearing a maize hat and they figure you're just one of the boys and they wave and smile. Now, it's a good idea to cruise through once quietly to try to figure out what the local favorites are and then dress accordingly. For example, it's not a good idea to cruise through wearing a McAllister's Company hat in a cat hat town. Now, anywhere in Pennsylvania, you can usually get away with a Philadelphia Phillies hat. In western Arkansas, it's good to have the elusive and rare B&D Electric Company hat. And if all else fails, remember, you're always safe with Beech Nut. Now comes the hard part, but the most rewarding for neophyte wazzers. You'll notice as you ride around the country that other hat wearers and fellow drivers will wave and gesture to you as you drive by. You should learn and master these gestures. Each section of the state has their own. In Georgia, usually it's just one finger of one hand. In Mississippi and Kansas, it's a full-fingered wave. In Arkansas, they're partial to pow, I got you. While in West Texas, they go in for just 4 fingers of one hand, like so. You'll notice that each section of the state has their own wave, so you should practice a couple of hours before each trip to make sure you have them mastered. At no time should you attempt to do all your waves and gestures simultaneously, or you'll be locked up as a victim of a rare disease. You should look around as we do for all the different hats you could find. Rotate your hats often, and above all, if someone takes the time to wave and to gesture to you while you drive down the highway, you wave back. It makes the trip a lot more fun. This is Andy Johnston.